All right, so we begin the training. So basically, the name of this indicator is called US session scalping. So which means this indicator will be used exactly during the US session time. So in my terms of US session time, I'm always referring to New York time, 9 a.m. onwards, or you may also as well to use the Chicago time, which is 1 hour late compared to the New York time. All right, so this US session scalping is more proven on the indexes as well the energy sector. If you have any other market you would like to trade, so you may feel free to inform me, then I will fine tune the indicator just for you without no additional cost. All right, so other than
that would be great. Yes.
Other than US session, it may as well use for the London session and also for Asia session. So in this term, the Asia session is the session of the US nighttime. Okay, the difference on all this session is the speed of the market, the volume, the risk, and also the volatility of the market during that time. So during the high volume, especially US session, there's a high potential or high tendency or high probability for this session to go and make you more money. But for other session like London and Asia session, there's you have to be fine-tuned to the time frame because of the volume is much more lower and much more lesser. So the volatility is not really there, only sometime. So I believe you have started to use this indicator or start to look into it for a couple of days. So before I begin the formal training, so do you have any question?
Well, yeah, actually, I started looking at a bit of reading and learning about it and practicing. So that, yeah, I will follow to listen to you. In between, I will ask. You mentioned that the time frames is important, if you mention a little bit, and also the DAX, you know, other than the US indexes, what would be your later adjustment? It would be nice to talk.
Okay, great. So we begin with the indexes first, especially the Dow Jones, mini S&P Futures 500, and as well Nasdaq 100. So all this session is quite volatile, but each of the session have a different kind of risk. So for example, the Dow Jones YM and also the Nasdaq NQ both have more points of price movement. So this means on daily basis, they will have maybe 100 or 200 or maybe sometimes 400 to 500 points of price movement. So for Nasdaq, 1 point equal to $2. So, but for the Dow Jones, 1 point equal to 50 cents. I'm talking about the micro account. So
micro, yes.
Yeah, we talk about micro first because just to play safe. Once you confident,
yes, it is enough for me.
Yeah, okay. Because with micro, I can prove you that we can still make 200 to 300 daily.
Okay.
Okay, it is proven and it is achievable. So no need to cash for the big move on the bigger market, which is like mini. That means you have to risk more on your account, so which is quite dangerous. Because 1 point of the mini Nasdaq is like $20, and 1 point of a mini S&P is $50. Okay, let's say the price in S&P move against you 10 points, so you already have 500 on the losses, which is quite huge. Okay, so if you are trading the micro, you can still have to play around. So there's more potential, there's more opportunity every day in US session. Okay, so that means it will end up about 100 plus or 200 plus dollar in profit. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the Dow Jones have less riskier compared to the Nasdaq. So for example, my practice for Nasdaq is I always trade with like one micro lot position size or 2 micro lot position size. But for Dow Jones, I may as well go for like 6 or 7 micro lot position size, or I just go to the mini. So mini for Dow Jones is 1 point equal to $5. So this is equal to the micro in S&P. So that means I can have if myself can accept the risk like the micro in S&P, so I may as well trade the Dow Jones but in mini terms with 1 point equal to $5, because in Dow Jones the price move more compared to the mini S&P. So that means there's more opportunity for me to gain in terms of the profit. Okay, so my
Yes.
advice always to start with the Dow Jones first. I always advise that, so you can have a feel how this indicator works. Okay, so the reason
Yes.
I'm choosing the candlestick as a Heiken Ashi is because we can easily see the trend of the market and can remove all the noises we have. So for example, Heiken Ashi will have a different kind of pattern compared to the normal candle. So it did not really represent how the candle looks like. Okay, so Heiken may have a different low and high.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to be aware because there's a separate calculation for Heiken Ashi, but this calculation is still based from the candle price movement, normal candlestick or normal price movement. It just been translated into the Heiken Ashi pattern, so you can have a good smooth pattern. All right, so let's take a look on the characteristic of the Heiken Ashi. So as you can see, the reason I'm choosing Heiken Ashi first is to remove all the noises, and secondly to get a more visible on the trend, which is not really important because you are using this
Trend.
indicator, so you already simplify most of your trading. But the most important characteristic, other characteristic of the Heiken Ashi candle is the type of candle. So you will have two type of candle like this one, some kind like a full bar. Okay,
Yeah.
or either like something like a doji or uncertainty of the market. Okay, if you see it clearly that the market have let's say for example like this is a good, this is from last Friday, yesterday. So you can see that the market, the top of the each Heiken Ashi candle still not break through. Okay, this is the top. If you are trading, let's say for example you have a short sell signal on this one, you have a buy signal but it's not valid, but okay, so you are going for short
Okay.
position, it still move further down here. So you can use each candle before that as your trailing stop. There's a possibility, or two candle before that as your trailing stop from the original stop. So this is one of the characteristic of the Heiken Ashi. And at the end of it, you can see once the Heiken Ashi candle cross the candle previously, so there's a possibility of changing direction or
Yeah.
market consolidate, which is a sideways move. Okay, that means we know, okay, the trends almost end, and now there's a reversal. For this, in this case, this is a reversal. So on this other case like this is a sideways movement. Okay, so this is quite
Okay.
good indication for us, which is we already simplified the candle. Okay, so that's the reason why we choose Heiken Ashi as the candle in our setup, and also the time frame is quite important, especially for indexes. So I recommended we choose the 10 minutes time frame. So you may as well
Yes.
choose the 15 minutes. So that's mean the difference in both. 10 minutes you may have one or two entry. If one is failed, you have another chance. And 50 minutes you have high possibility of one and or none. Okay, which
Yeah.
means for example you may have like for example one kind of okay, so this is the example. So the US session, like I mentioned, is begin at 10. Sorry, my local time I'm using. Okay, sorry. For indexes, the US session is from the beginning of 10 a.m. New York Times onwards.
Yes.
Okay, the reason is we want to avoid the 9:30 volatility of the market. So always on 9:30 you will have a very big candle, which is go for both direction. So this is what 9:30 market condition. It's quite
Yes.
volatile, so it may go for both sides. So which is quite dangerous, and we also not sure the real situation of the market. So to prevent this, I always mention that from 10 a.m. onwards to go into the market. So in this case,
Yes.
10 a.m. onwards is this small candle over here, if you can see. Okay, this means start from this point onwards, I will find the signal. So for last Friday, 18th of September 2020, so there's a chance to go into the market only one time. Like I mentioned, Normally only one signal appeared. So in this case, this is time frame 15 minutes. So you will have only one chance to go into the market. So this is quite good. That means this is the difference between 10 minutes and 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you have one time, one shot, and
Yes.
you don't have to worry to wait long in front of your chart or to wait every time just to wait. Okay, so it just means you know, okay, there will be one spot, you can set the alarm or anything to trigger. Okay, so in this case, this is 50 minutes. So if I change to 10 minutes, which is I more recommended, okay, even 10 minutes for the last Friday, 18th of September, we still also
Yes.
have one signal over here,
Yes.
so which is a bit earlier, because there's a good short sell signal, just nice, but this one is exactly at 9:30. That is where I want to avoid the market. Okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
It doesn't mean it is a taboo not to trade below 10 a.m. Okay, you may as well
Yes.
trade at this 9:30, but spend more time with this indicator until you are confident, so you know, okay, this is how the risk will be if I go early before the 10 a.m. New York time.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so to be safe, my instruction is 10 a.m. onwards. So in this case, 10 a.m. is this section onwards. So this is the first and only signal appeared during yesterday, and this was a good one. So we can enter into the market. Just one tick higher than this candle. So while waiting this candle to be finished, you may see and you may not see this remark or this instruction or this signal, okay? Because the market is still moving, so you have to wait maybe after the candle finish. Once the candle finish, that's it. Then that means it is a confirm that we go for one tick buy long position size. So in this case, I will queue one tick higher. So the high of this candle is 10,824. So I will queue 10,825.
Yes.
Sorry, 24.25.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because the tick is 0.25, something like that.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean exactly you must go just nicely one tick, but it's up to you. You can put it more ticks, 3 ticks, or just simplify it, become 1 point.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so there's no restriction, should be okay. So in this case, you have now a signal, you have now a candle done, so you know where to put your entry. So where is the stop loss and where is the profit targeted price level? Okay, so
Yes.
for this one, we are going to use the Fibonacci level.
Yeah, a bit slowly. Yeah, I need to learn.
This one, this part.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Is it okay? Fib retracement. It is that one you are using. Yeah.
oh, this one, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm a bit slow in this, so I want to follow. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Okay, so I choose this Fibonacci retracement. So there's a one type only.
Yeah.
So
On
I
now. Yes.
will turn on my magnet. So which is this magnet mode is try to snap the top and the bottom.
Okay.
So I get the
So
exact price.
yeah, this is important for me. You took
Mm.
the Fibonacci retracement, but it's a line, you know, with two holes. Where do you put in your signal, top or bottom? Yeah. Now, if you continue, I will follow you. But yeah, is it
Okay.
that point, higher point? Yeah.
Yes, high point, and this high point is the 100%. This lower
Okay, you
point is
point high,
0%.
but where does the bottom, the lower hole, you know, that one, where does it go?
This 0%.
0%.
Okay, 0% level will go to the bottom of this
Bottom
candle
of the.
or the candle previously.
Okay.
Okay, because
So the top one goes to the top of the signal, but the bottom one goes to the bottom of the signal or below of the previous signal, you say. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. Okay, the reason is now we are in the position of the bullish. We are going to go long. So our signal is to buy. Okay, that's the reason all the point like 1.38%, 1.61%, 200%, or 261.8% must above the section. That means we are anticipate or we are projected how far it will go.
Yes.
Okay, for the short sell position, I'm taking this one as an example.
Yeah, example, yes.
Okay, so I will point this one. 100%. 100%
bottom of the line. Okay,
yeah,
bottom
of
of the
the
signal.
line.
Yes.
And
And
then
the other one?
Is the top of the previous candle.
Top of the previous candle. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the
means
rule.
the worst case, because like I mentioned earlier, the Heiken Ashi will not go against the candle before that. Do you remember just now? Okay, this level.
Something.
Okay, that's the reason why I choose it as my limit of the risk I should take.
Okay, so you bring it to the top of the previous, so it's a little bit, take some provision.
Yes, okay. So in case you are using this trading view, you have to turn on this magnet, which is more easier for your movement of this to cap on the
Yes, I
high
was wondering about this also. You use magnet to be precise,
Yes, correct. If you don't use magnet, then it may as well in the middle, because you won't see.
Yes.
Okay,
it was my
especially
problem. Now I learn it.
okay, especially when you are using it with your mobile phone. So it's quite important to turn this on, because your hand will not really go for the top and the bottom.
Yeah, true. I use mobile phone. Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So now, example for the short sell position, we are going to short the market to the direction of the downward movement. So that means our Fibo, the 100% should be the lower point, 0% will be the high point. Okay.
Okay, 110, yes.
Yes. Okay, so the next target is there's a lot of level inside this Fibonacci, because
yes,
mine always have more because I use quite a lot. Let me simplify it. One moment.
Yeah.
So if you go into the setting.
Setting, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, these are.
So there's a few important price level which is needed for this trade.
Yes. And then
okay. And like the 0% level, 50% is 61%. This one is not really important, but it is between the retracement of the price. But we won't use that. But most important is the instruction is to short sell one tick lower than the candle. So in this case, you know the lower is 11,074.25. So you can queue at 11,074 or 73. Just any point you want. Okay, so but it must lower than this value.
Yes.
Okay, so lower than this value, that means the break of this candle will initiate your entry entry position for the short sell position. Okay, so same goes for the stop loss. The stop loss I will put 1 point higher or 1 tick higher than this high. So this high in this case is 11,151.75. So I will put around 11,142.
Yes.
Okay, so the target now. So you may as well use the indication. The simplest one is the 1.618%. That's the simplest one and the easiest and safest one. So there's a very high chance the market will go to this direction and hit.
Yeah.
So as extension, you may as well go for 200% or 261.8%.
Yes.
Okay, so now the question, other than this safe place, I will say this is the safest level. If you are entering the market and you are not sure, okay, how far it will go, will it go to 200%? Will it go to 261.8%? Or even go further? So it will be a question for you later on. Okay, so if you're confused, the easiest one is 1.618%.
Yes,
this is
safest.
Yeah, safest level. Okay, so for you to go a bit advanced, you may as well to go to take a look on the size of the next projection. So for example, in this case, the size of this candle is like 11,141 minus 74, so should be around 70. I will say it around 70. The size of this Fibonacci level. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
What I meant is the size is 0 to 100%. The size is 70. So you may you may see, okay, this goes to this price level, which is it may go towards this level of 261.8%.
Yes.
Okay. So now remember 70. So sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go for our bullish. Just now we done it. Okay, so the safest, as I mentioned, is 1.618%. So this is quite important as well because just this level, it will be easier, and we are lucky on this one. We go in and hit the TP, but the price still go higher. In this case, the price didn't go to 2.618%. Okay. Now we measure the size of our Fibonacci level here, which is at 824 minus 742. So should be around 58 plus 82. Sorry,
80 something. Yes.
Yeah. I will say this one is 80. Let example, this one is 80. 80. So now you have two value. When the size of Fibo level 70, there's a high chance for it to go to 2.618%.
Okay. Yes.
So now with the size of 80, there's very hard for the market to go as directly towards this level of 2.618%. Okay.
Yes.
But the safest now become 1.618%. That one is quite confirmed every time. And the other level is 227. Then it's try to go for a sideway or try to it seems like the price already exhausted. Okay.
Yes. Yes. True. It shows. Yeah.
Okay. So now you have two value. Let's say, for example, the size of the Fibo level 70, it may go to this level. The size of 80, it may go to only this level.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes if you don't want to think much in terms of your profit target, you can just simplify it, put it at this level of 1.61%. So for this level, you already earn around 50 points. So in this case, about $100 for one micro only.
Yes.
Yeah. So Nasdaq, I will always advise one micro lot position size, or maybe two.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
If you go for extension, and it depends on you, if you are the type of traders can hold your position, no anxiety or no stress while waiting for it to reach your targeted level. Okay. If you are the type want to be a quick and easily out immediately, then once it's 1.8% will be a good exit point for you in terms of the profit target.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look for one more sample.
Example,
yeah. We take this one as an example. Okay.
Yes.
So you have now instruction to go long at 2:30 a.m. New York time. Sorry, 2:30 p.m. New York time. Okay.
Okay.
So with this, you have sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, in this case, you have to measure one kind of candle only. You see, there's no previous candle. The previous candle is much more less over here because you are going for long position. So the top here, 100% level is the top of this candle. And now you have to find the lowest of the two. So the lowest of the two is this candle. So not the previous candle.
Yes.
Okay. So
itself,
same thing. So you now queue for that. 1 point or 1 ticks higher. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, you will have a negative floating over here, but it won't hit your stop loss. In this case, the stop loss is down here. Okay. So the safest
Yeah.
price level is always 1.618% profit targeted. So in this case, you will have earned around 36 ticks, or sorry, 36 points. Should be 70, sorry, 68, sorry, 62 US dollar in profit for one micro lot. Okay. So the size, of this candle is 13 to 56, should be around 44.57. So the size of this Fibonacci is 57.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will have now a two option or two previous sample, which is already deleted, 70 and 80. So now on this one, you have 57 or maybe around 60. So 70, there's a high chance for it to go for 2.618%. So for if you go for 80, the value is much more lesser, about this level of 227, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now for lesser, we are expected for the market to go even further higher. But in this case, it won't go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what I meant is the ratio. So the size of this candle.
Yes. The
And we
signal
measure,
sample.
yeah, we measure it with one candle on this one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So normally mine kind of trading always wait at around this level of 200%.
200 up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which means it's intermediate, so I don't have to calculate or to measure the size of the signal. So I just mentioned, okay, it may go up to here as extension, or maybe I go in between of 1.618% or 200. So for example, in this case, you will have 49 and 71. So I will put around maybe 52. That's my exit point in between here.
Yes.
A bit higher than the normal safe level, slightly lower than the level of what I always expected.
Yes.
Okay, so for US session, we always go for the first signal appeared after the 10.
Yes.
That's kind of rules. For this case, this is the first signal appeared, so this is the one you are going to trade. Always the first
That's right.
signal appeared.
Yes.
Okay, this means different market will have a different kind of signal.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
also you may see all three market will have a same kind of a pattern, but
Pattern. Yeah.
there's always a possibility for the market to go against each other. So there's possibility of that, but we cannot say when. Seems like it happens sometimes, but if you see it, don't try to assume that it will go the same pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, last Friday is the simplest one because the market is very bearish, and then a pullback at the end of it. So for 10 minutes time frame, you have entry earlier. For 15 minutes time frame, you have entry a bit later, but still one shot, one go. You know, this one shot will bring you more the confirm money, but still you have to assume that the risk is more compared to the 10 minutes time frame.
That's right. Yeah.
So let's say if you encounter the bigger risk or bigger stop loss, which means the candle is a bigger size, so you may
Yeah.
go to the far more smaller time frame, like time frame 5 minutes,
Yes. Yeah.
just to reduce your risk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I recap back. So the first signal appeared after 10 will be much more high chance for you to earn the profit. So you
Yeah.
may go as well the whole day. It shouldn't be a problem. But the first signal appear is the best signal.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, for example, like mini S&P exactly at 10. we have a signal over here.
Yeah.
Same. So like this, we have the very big candle. So it doesn't mean when you draw the Fibo level, you have to go for the previous candle. Doesn't mean that. I don't fix this because the risk for this one is more like 24 points, which is more.
Yeah.
So I may use it only one candle kind of Fibo level measurement. You may as well see in my Telegram channel that I also measure the candle with one candle
Yeah.
only.
Yes.
So it's still the same. The same, the easiest or safest price level is here.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. This one is 12 points, which is quite crazy.
Yes.
$60 for one micro. If you are trading the
Yes.
mini, you already earn around 600 US dollar.
Yes.
Okay, so condition, the market condition at this moment, you may see, okay, there's more point you can earn from the market because of the maybe the volatility of the market or maybe the COVID-19 situation. But in reality,
Yeah.
like for example, mini S&P, one time during US session, the price will not move much, like 5 points or 7 points, which is good enough. This one is normal.
Yes.
You may check as well in 2019 or 2018 price movement. Okay,
Yes.
so this indicator as well can go backward, which is if you implement it under the uses. If you see my ticker here, ES1
Yeah.
exclamation, which is the
Yes.
rounded like a rounded market price. So that's mean every continuous month can be linked. So that's mean
Yes.
you may as well go back test with the same indicator under ES1, not under the active contract.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, understood that? Okay. All right, so the higher the volume is better. So let's say now you want to trade for the non-US session. I'm not sure
Yes.
which country you are in, but I believe you are near to the London. You are in the Europe.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah. Near. A bit 2 hours be ahead of London, but European session. Yeah. Europe times.
you are 2 hours ahead of London, which is wait, I have to recalculate for my time. Three,
5 hours. 5 hours behind you.
3, 2. Okay, so understood. So you may see as well for London session
Finland. Yeah.
using this indicator. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How to do it? First, you must know London session and Asia session, very slow
Time
market,
frame. Yes.
very slower price movement, less riskier. Okay. So
Yeah.
I will take example. For example, this one is not a good example because there's a sideways move. I will go higher
Yes.
time frame, like 50 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So for Nasdaq, I will go for 30 minutes. There's a difference in the market. Let me compare first. Okay, for example,
Yes.
I'm using 15 September. I synchronize everything to 15 September.
Yeah.
Okay, the same thing. That means we still have to on our indicator and as
Same.
well the Heiken Ashi.
Yes.
15. Okay, so now I'm changing to 30-minute time frame. All right, so here we go. You may see the difference. Okay, for Dow Jones, you have more signal. Go buy here, then signal, sell, go another buy, sell, buy, sell. But for S&P and
Yeah.
Nasdaq, you have more straightforward. You got one buy, and then sell, buy, a bit like that. Because of this
Yeah.
is the very slow market. And for mini S&P, you have much more simpler, one buy and one signal, sell. Easy
Yes.
to follow. Okay. At one time, only one signal can appear and valid.
Yes.
Okay, here is the example. So you have first in the morning. Now I'm talking about an Asia session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the the evening time in US, which means my Asia session is the early morning. So you have the first buy signal over here. You Q 1 point higher than this.
Yes.
Okay. Then suddenly you have another signal to short sell the market.
Yeah.
Okay. So this signal asks you to short sell the market, then it triggered and go further down. This indicate that the first signal is no longer valid. At one
Oh,
time,
yes.
only one signal can appear in the market.
Yeah.
So for this case, it hit the stop loss because Asia session is not really interesting market condition. Okay. Then you
Yeah.
have a buy call signal. Then it goes further up.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is example just to mention that at one time only one signal may appear in the
Valid.
market.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will use Nasdaq. So for example, like both recommended for all three market, I recommended to use 30 minutes time frame of maybe 15, but 30 minutes should be good enough. So you can see the
Yes.
difference. Or maybe like volatile market like Nasdaq, you may choose 10 minutes maybe, but the risk is much more lesser because it's Asia session and you choose 10 minutes, so that means the risk is more smaller. Okay,
Yes.
but I prefer to have a more on the 30 minutes time frame condition.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so for London session or Asia session, so you may see as well. This one is just nice in your time, 6:30, which is 6:30 my time. So
Yeah.
London around 11 a.m. So just like in the noon time in London session. So always there's a heavy move in during the noon time of London session.
Yes.
So the setting is 30 minutes. So 4:30 is not yet. So if you choose to 50 minutes, you may see as well at the beginning of London. Yeah, like this.
Yes.
Okay, so the entry will be the same. The TP will be the same. Stop loss as well the same. But during this slow market, the chance for
Yes.
you to have a good decent profit continuous it is quite not that high compared to the US session. US session, if you back test it, you do study every day, maybe a month or 2 months before previously, so you will see that okay, there's a high chance for you to have a very high winning rate.
Yes. Hope so.
Yeah, you can check, and also it is more you can feel and build up you more confident in the market as well. So my point is not to trade too many, just focus on
Yes.
a lesser trade, so you can easily
And
have a good
learn and
winning rate.
practice. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So this is how you are using for the non-London session. Sorry, non-US
Yeah.
session, which is for London
Non-US. Yeah.
session, and also for this.
Area.
Yeah. So may I ask you for
Yeah.
indexes, which market you prefer to or comfortable to trade?
Actually, yeah, now after joining your sessions and so on, yeah, I would be interested with these US indexes,
Mm-hmm.
S&P, mostly
Mm-hmm.
S&P, but now I will look for also Dow and Nasdaq. But other than that, as I mentioned, during the European session, DAX, Germany index, it's very active also. I'm interested in DAX, but I don't know how this
Okay,
applies. If you can look a little bit, yeah.
let's take a look.
What does it? Yeah, I'm looking also, but in terms of your input is important.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah.
So I assume the volume is high during the London session time, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So it means we can go further down. So it should change. I will change into London time. All right. So yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem, I believe.
Yeah, also for this indicator, yes.
Yeah. First signal appeared, London session. First signal appeared, London session. This as well also the first signal appeared, London session. So I believe the morning time is the high volume. Let's verify it. So shouldn't be a problem if you are trading for this.
Yeah. Yes, the DAX index.
One moment. Okay, so yeah, this one, the first signal appeared is buy, but it didn't trigger. This is a good example. At one point, only one signal can be in the market.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, you clear on that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's mean the signal valid is this first signal, which is actually the second signal because of the first signal didn't fill up.
Didn't happen, yeah.
So the second signal appeared and the second signal fill up, then we hit the profit target.
Some profit, yes.
Yeah, so let's take a look for this one. Since the market didn't move much, I would recommend that for you to just measure one candle or the candle already
it's signal, yeah.
It's signal, only the signal candle.
Okay.
Yeah, still 161.8% will be your safe indication. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be okay. This one also should be okay. So don't need to take two candles. So that means like I mentioned before, there's no restriction or there's no exact rules for you to take two candles.
Yes.
You may as well take one because you must know yourself, okay, I can risk this amount of money. So this will allow me to set the stop loss somewhere here. But the most important thing is not below the line of this Heiken Ashi, which is you cannot put your stop loss somewhere here because market might go and swing like that, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So that's the reason why I choose Heiken Ashi, just to make ourselves easier to know that, okay, this is the moment we know, okay, market may reverse or market may go sideways. That's it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I believe for DEX, you may use for time frame 10 minutes. The first signal appeared. Should be okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I know.
So I will take a look back on this DEX maybe tomorrow in my time.
Yes.
On the day.
Of course.
So in case I have anything additional, then I will inform you directly.
Great. Okay, it would be nice.
I think the first signal should be no problem.
Yeah, first one in the market.
Okay, this one also okay. This one also okay. Might go stop loss. Let's take a look. I just take a look roughly, but should be okay. So 1 point of DEX, how much the profit?
Well, actually, this is not like your other indexes. This is not Future. This is like the itself, depends, the real index value. Whatever the difference is, €1 each, one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like that, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's not Future, or it is not 5 times or 1 time. It's 1 to 1, yeah.
1 to 1, okay.
Yeah.
So for this one, no signal, so you don't have to wait. There's a 1 and then another 1. So almost at the noon time, but still, that is your first signal.
Yeah, true. Time-wise, yes.
So far, I don't see any fail so far.
Yeah, I know. You follow it, yes.
Okay. This one also a profit one. This one, okay, this one, let's take a look. Yeah, this one sure fail. Unless you put a trailing stop and it's a recovery, so you won't, because you see the movement is like this, but then there's maybe half of the losses you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad for DEX.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but of course your US indexes are interest also to follow. And
yes, correct. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go to the energy sector.
Yes.
Okay, so to be honest, energy sector at this moment for crude oil is not really that good or not really that easy for us to trade, especially during this COVID-19 since March, since April, something like that. So a bit hard compared to the natural gas. So
Yeah. True. True.
for the setup for natural gas and crude oil, we go further down to 5 minutes time frame.
Yeah.
So the time is a bit different. Indexes we begins at 10 a.m. onwards, but for energy sector like crude oil and natural gas, we go for from 9 a.m. New York time onwards.
Okay, that's the session. Okay,
Yeah,
beginning of the
yeah,
high season. Okay,
yes,
I see.
correct. Beginning of the session.
Yes.
Okay, so for example, like for natural gas, I will choose for 5 minutes time frame.
Five, yes, 5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes. So this is one of the example, I believe. Yes, this is one of the example, and since the market move sometimes very aggressively, sometimes it's very less. So the profit target is always remain around 200 to 2 to 7.2% of the profit rate. The
Yeah,
safest
one
still,
question.
yep.
Yeah, for these, especially CN, crude oil future,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like indexes. It's a bit expensive. I think A mini is 1,000 barrels, one contract.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is half of it, 500. But they are both kind of expensive, for me. It's not like a bit cheap, like indexes.
Yep. That's why I trade more on the indexes at this moment because the risk,
Yes.
for example, crude oil, I may get the profit if I think you already watch my some of my trading Telegram
Yeah.
trading.
Yeah.
Okay, you may get like 18 points or 18 ticks, which is around 180 US dollar in profit or 200 plus. But in terms of the risk, you may as well have the same kind of
Same,
position.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I am thinking. So it's not
Mm.
so handy for me with a
Yes,
smaller
correct.
one.
So that's why when you ask to send you the signal directly for crude oil,
Yeah.
I just want to advise, hey, why don't you go directly to indexer, which is less riskier, and you may earn the same thing, maybe on
Yeah.
Nasdaq, the same like 200 or 100 plus for one contract size. Yep.
That is true. But there is also, I was thinking a little bit for learning, what is
Yes,
your
yes.
mindset? If you share and I compare your trade entry from the graph later, and I just entry and exit points. And
Yes.
another thing, instead of future, I may trade with some other broker, with smaller volumes, smaller contract size is possible. It's not exactly a contract, but just to get the signal about invest somewhere else with smaller contract size or volume. Yeah,
Okay, sure, no
something like
problem.
that.
I will try
Okay,
to keep you in the loop or to send you the
okay.
signal. Uh,
Thank you. Yeah,
Maybe I just allow you to go into the Telegram channel for a while. So I
it
just
would be nice for a while. Yes.
yeah, for a while, so you can get a grip of about the how the crude oil is used for this indicator.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
so the important part is you have two options to choose 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So for me, I will open both. So as you can see in your screen now, the left one
Yes.
is 10 minutes time frame,
10.
5 minute time frame, and the right hand side is
Yeah.
5 minute of natural gas.
So what is the
Okay.
difference? Let's see.
Okay, so the difference is I may not go for 50 minutes or 30 minutes during US session because the market is not really the move of the crude oil is not really that big like the one you seeing in the indexes. So for crude oil, we
Yeah.
go for lower time frame only.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
example of last Friday.
Oh,
Okay, so
yes.
there's a buy call signal which is I sent out this one. So
Yes. I saw it.
the risk is quite huge. Still expected around it to go a bit higher than 1.618%. So now you know why I choose the level. Okay, I know
Yeah.
it's like a safe level for me that the market will go there. So I want to earn a bit more. So I just put a few more ticks higher than that level. Normally it works, but for last Friday, it just goes stagnant, then you have another signal appeared, then should reverse back further down. So this is time.
So what happened your trade, by the way? I couldn't follow your trade. Did you enter that trade Friday? Yeah.
Yeah, the signal already in the market. It mean already filled, but it didn't go towards the profit level.
Yeah. It turned before that, and
yeah,
then
okay.
Was it a loss or what?
Then another signal appeared to go short on the market. So this is quite typical of the crude oil market, which is not really trendy and you can go whenever you want. Okay, which is a bit harder recently to trade crude oil.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the difference of 10 minutes and also 5 minutes. This is 11, 18. Okay. Okay, this is under 5 minutes time frame.
Yes.
So you will see the first signal appeared is a short sell position. Second signal appeared is buy position.
Yeah.
Okay, the third signal appeared is a short sell position. From this, you will see this one is eliminate because the second signal already appeared. This one eliminate because the third signal appeared. Sorry.
No, yeah.
So, and this one got filled and right along the market. So much more safer in 5 minutes time frame. So the signal I sent out last Friday is based from the 10 minutes time frame. So you have two options. With 5 minutes, you have less risk in the market, but you will have more signal appeared. So a bit chaos. Yeah, you have okay. I have to short the market. Oh, suddenly buy signal appeared. Oh, now I have to buy, ready for buy.
Yeah,
so
it's a bit of confusing. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you have anything or any matter to do on hand, so it will be hard for you to focus. So it's quite risky in terms of you are making mistake in your trading order, or you may forgot to throw to delete some of the trading order. So there's a possible risk involved when you are on this smaller time frame. But if you have time to focus, then shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
Okay. In this case, 5 minutes you will earn a good profit. 10 minutes you have halfway, then the market reverse back, then you have another signal to short the market. So that's the difference. Okay, so my suggestion always 9 a.m. onwards. And and you have to be aware of the news on 10:30.
Yes. Thursday is important. Wednesday. The data.
Wednesday, the data inventories, and sometimes the data inventories is on Thursday. So that's all.
Thursday for the natural gas, I think. Yeah, also.
For natural gas, and you have to aware on that one. Other than that, it shouldn't be much problem. The earlier the better for crude oil, because there is a fresh volume at the 9 a.m. before the 10, so the earlier is the better. If you have a signal during that time, then there's a high chance for you to be in a good mode of the profit.
Yes. Is there any chance for the energy before the market opens, before 9 a.m. New York, during London session time?
Because I try to avoid the 9 a.m. market volatility.
Yeah. I mean, before that, before the market or before the US session, let's say. I mean,
before the US session, you may choose the lower time frame as well, especially for this one. Yeah. For example, this is the London session. So the beginning of London session, this is the first signal appeared during London session. This one is Asia session. Ignore this one. So this is the signal appeared for London session, short, and then another long. Should be okay. Another short. So this one is time frame 5 minutes, non-US session. Normally I go for the higher time frame if I'm trading other market, but for crude oil still I prefer to stick in the lower time frame.
I see. Yes.
For example, this one is London, 10 minutes after London start. So this is the first signal, then 3:15. Let me change the time frame or time zone. Okay, so the time zone is 8:15. This is 8:15, 15 minutes after the opening of London session.
Yeah.
So the same kind of strategy. So you may have a lot of signal, but the strategy, this is the setup. You may go into the different time frame. You find the entry here and there. There's okay possibility of profit or possibility of losses. But if you have a good strategy, for example, okay, now I'm trading US session. So you go for the US session time. So you will see, okay, this indicator will be more helpful in that kind of perspective or that kind of look.
Yes.
Okay, so now we are looking into the London session. So we can ignore the Asia session over here. So you just focus on
Yes.
this one. Okay,
Exactly. Yes.
the first signal appeared, same like DEX. The first one will be
Yeah.
much more a clear or a more chance for us to gain the profit.
Yes.
Okay, this is crude oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is not really pre
Yeah.
7:15. Okay, other than this, energy sector and also indexes, there's you see as well the DAX and other market. You
Yeah.
may just request me, then I try to
Oh.
take a look first. Should be okay, but
Yeah. Yeah.
not all the market can use this indicator because this indicator is quite sensitive in terms of the volume. When the market lost its volume, then a bit hard to have a good. There will be a signal, but the signal is not really that really reliable, something like that.
That reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's mainly for indexes. Is it maybe not okay for forex? I mean currencies. You know, the money currencies.
Currency
The
at this moment,
forex.
I am currently doing the study, so it may
Ah.
take me a
Okay.
few months to justify is it safe or not. So the one you are
Yeah.
seeing
Exactly.
or the one I'm teaching you, I already run it with live account, with the real broker, the real account, everything's real. So that's why I'm quite confident to say, okay, this is the safe
Yeah.
things to do. What you
So
have to do.
basically, nowadays for almost 6 months, you only use this indicator, isn't it, for your trade entries,
Yes,
trade setup?
yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, I was late to notice actually. I was a bit disconnected from you for a long time,
Because
and then
I never publish
in
this
your
one.
videos I noticed your charts a little bit showing this, buy entry, sell entry. So
Yeah.
it was new to notice for me. Yeah.
I don't really share actually this one. Only recently everything's done. Then I'm quite confident that the market is good for this indicator. Then okay, I may allow it for other people to use it.
Yeah, good idea. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You may as well check the last year price, so you may have a good feeling how the condition of the market without the COVID. Is it still good? For me, it's still good because I'm using it as well last year. So only this year with the COVID situation and the profit is more bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me,
So
for me, as long you have a good indicator and a good strategy, you just need to increase your position size accordingly. So even the market didn't move much, didn't move volatile much, but still you may earn a good amount of money.
yes, yes, exactly. It needs time to a little bit adapt to this new strategy with discipline. But I noticed in your videos, of course, for me, it's only one contract is a small account, but you do more than one contract in your, even if you use micro
Yes,
index
correct.
trades, 1, 2, 5 even.
Okay, to explain that, because I'm trading as well for Asia session and London session.
Okay.
Okay, for example, you see, okay, I use around last Friday, I used around 11. 4 or 5 already used during the Asia and London session. Another 4 during the
Yes.
US session. For Dow Jones, if you watch the video from 18th of September.
Yeah, I think I noticed. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You have shown
Okay.
that the results of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not just exactly at one session I go for all.
Yeah. Okay. You
Okay.
are suitable to join all the sessions. Asia, your time, London, and
Yeah.
US, and then you have time to sleep also a
Yeah.
little.
But actually, it's not really. needed for me to go all the session. If I'm focusing on US session, should be good enough actually.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, because London session and Asia session is just for me to kill some time because yeah, I got nothing to do except watching the chart, and so yeah, it
Why
happens.
not to take one or two trades in between?
Yeah.
It is in front of you, happening and waiting you.
Yes, correct. Because while waiting for US session, so have to do something. So yeah, one or two shot should be should be
One
okay.
or two shots
Yeah,
with something pocket money.
yeah. But if you focus on the US session for US indexes, should be fine.
Okay, hope so. Yeah, in the
Yeah,
future I'll be better off after
yeah.
this and slowly. Okay.
You spend some time to take back a few day back test.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can have a
I
feel.
was thinking, you do, if you also a bit of Asia and London session trades. I know you don't share it with Telegram, but just not live, but afterwards, if you can share with me a few of your setups, but later, so that I go back and watch from video or from trading view how you entertain, just to get some example idea.
For which market?
I mean, for the non-US, you do one or two trades, Asia session, London session, those setups, but not live, but afterwards when you finish it. Not now. I mean, as a Telegram message or something. If you send me what was your setup, your success or your.
Normally, I always do for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do for 30 minutes, and I won't stay long in the market. Like $40 or $80 profit, I already exit. Then
Yes.
I redo again, and do again, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Multiple times.
yeah, multiple times because this session is a slow session, so less riskier. So I will do that kind of thing. But if I
Okay, I
US
understand.
session, then I only do one time for one signal. So if I miss it, I miss it. If I already in the market, I already exit, then I already exit. So I will not to redo the same signal again because US
Yes.
session the market
Okay.
move very fierce, and yeah, I don't go against the flow.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
Yeah, normally for Asia session, the first signal appeared is quite easy for me. Okay, so early in the morning, we'll find before the closing, so there'll be a signal or pre. This one is a pre-London session, one signal. This is time frame 30 minutes. Market Dow Jones. Okay, so we go into the
Yeah.
market.
Yes. Something. Yes.
Okay.
I see this yellow sign in your. Is it a moving average?
Okay.
The curve in your. Yeah.
This is the VWAP line. Okay.
Yeah. A pivot. Okay.
Yeah, VWAP, but it didn't mean anything. It's just a good
Okay.
feeling. Yeah, just a good feeling for me. But it will not
I understand.
reflect anything about the indicator.
Okay. Then I don't need. Yeah.
Yeah, before I forgot. So you will see I have another line over here. This is called the
Yeah. I notice.
pivot
Three.
traditional line. This is pivot line. So I'm using the traditional one.
Yes.
Okay. So time frame is a daily. That's it. Then done. Others is
Yes.
normal. Okay. So you can see that this level is quite important to extend your profit target level. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, we are in the Asia session. Sorry, we are in the US session. More easier in US session to have this target to trigger, because for example, most likely during the Asia or London session, the price will not go towards the level, pull back. Then during the US session, it will go towards this level. This is a support and resistance level, which is quite important. For example, on this one, I'm already in the market. So if I measure my Fibo level, the 1.6 on 8% is a confirmed safe profit target. So I earn a lot here already. So for example, in this one, I earn around 50 points. So 50 points for the Dow Jones Mini, 250 US dollar. So I may extend my position if I'm trading to lot my mini account, or maybe 20 micro or 10 micro. So I will cut half, and then another half, where should I put it? Is this level.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay.
You use it as a leverage, yes.
Yeah, I use it as my extension, but
extension, yes, yes.
yeah, but it's a bit blind sometimes because okay, whether this market will hit or not, also we are not sure. But to have this feeling, you may exit as well earlier. Maybe okay, you have measured this Fibo level. You know this is the safest level,
yeah, 168,
and then this is the furthest level, and this is my private level. So okay, I may extend it somewhere here, maybe in between, just to
okay, yes.
to have a feeling for my greediness, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay. So far so good. Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how I do the trading with this indicator. It is not 100%, but if you are trading smartly, you may have a 100% winning day.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you have any further question?
Sorry. No, it's okay for the time being. It was a good refreshment on top of your earlier one. So I will look. I will watch when you upload this in the YouTube later, of course, to take notes. But this training was good for me to get more confidence and better feeling, and then a bit more excitement. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And also, if you have inquiry how I do change my 350 account to 2000 with 4-time withdrawal. So the reason I'm using is the money management.
Yes.
Okay. So if you watch my video, the training video, I have mentioned.
Yeah, that I will, of course. I understand you mentioned that also, but I will look at those also later. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Good.
But this is okay for the time being now.
Yeah.
Learning this. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Then I will end this training, and
yes,
I will upload.
it, yeah.
I will upload the video and send to you later on, maybe within 2 hours time.
Okay, that would be great. And then I look at and spend more time and learning and a bit of following the information. Okay, great.
Okay, great. And I think we end this session. And thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Anything you may ask me, send me a message. But maybe my reply a bit late because of too many messages in inbox. Have to be patient.
Yes, I understand.
I will contact you back for sure.
Great. Thank you so much, and have a good night and have a nice weekend.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.